What's going on, everybody? My name's LUCK, aka Luck, and welcome to episode 17 of my Direwolf20 1.21 Modpack playthrough. Last episode was our bonus episode. I set a subscriber goal for you guys last week, and you guys absolutely killed it. We are currently sitting at 430, which is 10 subscribers more than we actually were trying to hit last week. So thank you guys so much. You guys are absolute legends. Like I said in last episode, we are going to have another subscriber goal this week, right? And I think now, okay, so last week I asked if we could get to 420, right? When I asked that, I think we were sitting at like, what were we at? I think like 413, 412, 411, somewhere around there. Right? And then we hit 430. Okay. So for this week, what I think that we could hit 450, right? I know it's 20 subs. We're asking for a good amount, right? But I think we could do it, guys. I really do. So make sure you hit that sub button, right? If we hit 450 by Friday, we will have a bonus episode on Saturday, right? Like I said, right now we're at 430. So yeah, let's go ahead and set this down. I'm going to get rid of some of the loot that we got from our Ender episode, our bonus episode there, right? And we will come back to a lot of this stuff later, right? But for right now, I just want my inventory clear. Dragon's Breath, cool. Right. And the reason why is because we're going to jump back into, oh yeah, and we have all this stuff too, which we'll figure it out in a little bit. We're going to jump back into working on our autocrafting system for AE2. Right. So yeah, just to recap the intro, like I said, if we hit 450, we get that bonus episode. And this episode, we're doing more of the AE2 crafting. Yeah. So let's jump right into it. In between episodes, I did watch a few videos on AE2, and one thing that we're definitely going to want to get, so I think that I fully understand how the auto crafting works now, right? With that being said, I think we're going to move this guy over, right? And one thing that we definitely want, right, is a controller, right? We definitely want to get an ME controller. Skystone, huh? And an engineering processor. Okay, so let's grab another diamond. And you got a whole bunch of printed silicon in there already, which is cool. Awesome. And we're going to go grab some Skystone. And I believe it was off this way, right? Yeah, I think it was this way here. Plus, you know, it was cool to get a jetpack last episode, so we have that now. Because now I can just do that, like fly around. So let's grab some Skystone. And I think Skystone block, which is just cooked Skystone. Should we grab a whole bunch of this stuff? Right? Does that make sense? Let's see. Can you mine in a 3x3 of Skystone? It looks like you can. It looks like it takes a second. We're just going to grab a few blocks of this stuff. Why does it take so long? That's my question, because it doesn't take that long to mine. Yeah, it's probably faster if I just mine it with this guy, right? So that's what we'll do. We'll just get a good amount of it. Maybe we'll get like 32. Cool. Awesome. And let's head back home. Alright, so let's head back up here. And this diamond should be done, right? Yep. And we got that. And I think I have redstone on me. I do. Cool. You already got redstone in here. Awesome. So let's plop that in there to get that. Cool. And then we're going to need Fluix crystals. Do we have any Fluix crystals left? We do not. So let's grab some. Certus. And how are we on quartz? not great. This I think we can cook up. It turns into quartz, right? And then this, I think we could just run through, could probably run through a crusher, right? Smooth quartz block. And a crusher, really? Then what can we do with that? Quartz brick. And then what can we do with that? Why does it constantly make other quartz blocks? Okay, the enrichment chamber can turn it into nether quartz block, regular nether quartz. Okay, so that's what we'll do. Pretty fun zipping around with the jetpack. Throw that away. We'll get these guys cooking up, right? And enrichment chamber. Do that now. I don't know if quartz smelts down into anything. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay. So we got that, and 2 redstone, right? Redstone, like so. And I believe, yeah, I believe these guys need to be charged, if I remember correctly. Cool. And then let's make sure to turn off our magnet. And let's toss these in here. So 2, 2, 2. You guys should make the Fluix crystals that we need. Awesome. And you should be done over here. Yep. And let's grab ourselves a controller. Oh yeah, we have to smelt this skystone up. That was one step that I forgot. By the way, I do have another episode of Craftoria coming out. As I said last Thursday when I released that episode, the Craftoria episodes are only going to be released on Tuesdays and Thursdays during the week, and they're going to be a lot less structured than my Direwolf Let's Play. They're pretty much just going to be me just casually playing. So don't expect like too much out of that series, to be honest. I asked you guys when I during that first episode if you guys had any feedback on whether you guys wanted to see more. We probably should make some more. No, I think I have some in that. Before I left to go to the end, I left all the stuff that I was working on in here. Didn't I? I thought I did. Or maybe I left it up in that room. I think I left it up in that room. I asked you guys for feedback on whether you wanted to see more of the Craftoria series, and I didn't really get any responses on it, which is fine. But so, you know, it made me kind of think maybe you guys weren't like super interested in seeing the Craftoria. You just want to keep watching me do the Direwolf stuff, which is cool. That's totally cool. We're going to turn our jetpack off for now. So let's put... Huh. So we're going to put... where'd the energy acceptor go? Huh? There it is. So we're going to put the energy acceptor here. Now, I don't necessarily know if you need an energy acceptor, but we're going to do it anyway. Okay. And we probably should at some point make some of these smart cables so that we know kind of what's going on. Right? How hard would it be to get smart cables? Smart cables. Not dense, just regular smart cables. Fluix ME smart cable. Fluix ME covered cable? What if I just wanted... What is an ME covered cable? Just wool. Okay. Plus a redstone and a glowstone. How are we on redstone and glowstone? Redstone, obviously we have a bunch. Glowstone we have a good amount, right? And how are we on string? Okay, how are we on wool? 0. So we're definitely going to have to go get some sheep at some point. But I kind of want to try this out. Let's grab these guys, right? I don't know if we'll have enough wool to get us through. What was that? But we'll definitely have to go get some sheep at some point. And I kind of want to move this guy anyway. This part here was a lot less important than the guide kind of led me to believe. It definitely is important, but basically, from what I gather, right, you essentially just have to have it somewhere in your system. And that's pretty much it, right? It just needs to exist in your system. So what we're gonna do, I still think I want the 3 like that, right? We could even probably, to save more space, do it that way. And then like so, and you, and just one of you for right now, right? Yeah, they're a lot less important than the guide definitely led us to believe here. Okay, so like that, right? So that'll get us 13. Yeah, we're definitely going to want to get some sheeps going here at some point. And ME Fluix smart cable. Okay, so the smart cable's cool because it'll show us how much or how many channels we're using on a specific side of this controller. Right? And were you online? Okay, you are online. So why then is the smart cable not showing a channel being used? Does it need to be smart cable all the way through? That is a question. 1 of 8 channels. Huh, there should be like a line there, right? Okay. Alright, that's fine. No worries. We can do it that way. And I think... No, we'll keep it like that because I don't have any more. Okay. So, like I was saying, the guide made it seem like this guy was a lot more important than it actually was. What we're really after is we're really after the molecular assemblers, right? These guys. And the... I think they're called pattern providers. Yeah, these guys. ME pattern provider. Okay. So for anybody who doesn't know, the pattern providers push items into an adjacent block, and the molecular assemblers will craft said things, right? The molecular assemblers are actually what do the crafting. So let's go ahead and get this going. Quartz glass, huh? Oh, we got enough for that. How many does it take? 2. Okay, so I think what I would like to start with is probably 5 of these guys, right? 4 it is. Cool. We're going to need some annihilation cores and some formation cores. So we definitely need Fluix dust. And that takes a logic processor and a logic processor. Okay, cool. And let's see how we're doing for gold. Exactly enough. Awesome. We actually have some in here. Cool. I didn't realize that we had that many. We had thrown a whole bunch in there. Okay, and then the pattern provider, you just need the crafting tables. Cool. So we'll get that. And I think one for right now is probably good. And I think what we'll do is we'll set it up here, right? So we'll have, why do I have buttons in that slot? I remember why I have buttons, because I forgot to bring torches with me when we went to go do the end fortress. So let's grab some torches so we can kind of plot this out a little bit. So I think what I want, we'll do molecular assemblers like so, right? The actual crafter will be there with another molecular assembler on top. That'll allow it to do 4 things at once, right? That way we can actually start doing some crafting. Cool. So let's get this guy wired up. And I think we have just enough cabling to at least get the one going. Yeah. How are you doing? Cool. We're gonna need some more fluix, so let's grab quartz. Cool. And Certus quartz. Let's go ahead and go make some fluix crystals. Definitely going to want to automate those sooner rather than later. Because having to run down into the basement and charge them up and throw them in the water is definitely not ideal. So let's grab these guys. Cool. And turn off our magnet. So you. Oh, stop. Cool. Awesome. And then I think this guy, Crusher, can do it. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say the the circuit stamper guys, they can do it. But I don't want to take a plate out and forget which plate goes where. And yeah, so we're just going to do it this way. And Annihilation Core and Formation Core. I think those are the only 2 cores, if I'm correct, right? Yeah, so we just need one of each. Awesome. Let's go get those made up. So one of you, gonna need these guys. Cool. So one of you and one of you, and need that quartz that we were enriching. Well, that's weird, right? Is the Fluix on that other terminal? Do they not, like, do they not share the same actual terminal? Maybe they don't. Today we learned. Cool. So one of each of the cores. Okay. So now let's get one of the pattern providers. Like so. Cool. And let's get some molecular assemblers. Oh yeah, we're gonna need more of those cores, huh? But we can at least get this guy plugged in. So molecular assembler, or I mean pattern provider. with a molecular assembler. Now this is the guy that we actually put the patterns into, right? This is what I thought this guy does. All this guy does, from everything that I've seen, is actually allow crafting to happen. The more co-processing units you have, I guess the faster that it goes. Not sure what this guy does, the 4K crafting storage, because all of your crafting is actually like stored here. So I'm not sure entirely what that does. I will tell you that the videos that I did watch, they didn't exactly. Oh yeah, and also pattern providers do not use a channel, which is pretty cool. All right, so let's go get those other fluixes, right? So we can make a couple more of the cores. It's enough to make 2 more, which is fine. Because I kind of just want to get the auto crafting working, because I want to see exactly kind of how it goes. So that and that. All right, and then let's get 2 more of you and 2 more of you. Are we out of iron? That can't be possible, right? That doesn't sound real. Okay, so there and there. Cool. So now we have an actual crafting setup, right? So this is where we can put patterns in. Now my plan is for this guy, again, not sure if this will work, just kind of watch some videos, but what I think we can do is that we can keep placing pattern providers on top of this guy with molecular assemblers around them. And then this block space can also be a pattern provider, right? And so it would be molecular assembler, pattern provider, molecular assembler, pattern provider, molecular assembler, pattern provider, assembler, pattern provider, assembler, right? And then these can be floor to ceiling with all of our different crafting patterns. Not sure if it works that way, but we'll find out, right? So let's see, what else do we need? So we're definitely going to need some patterns, right? But we also want a pattern encoding terminal. So we're going to need to make another crafting terminal, which is going to require formation cores. Okie dokie. So let's get some illumination panels. Boom. And let's just see pattern access terminal. I guess that'll show you all the different. Oh, check that out. They can also be 1 block space. That's kind of cool. I guess that'll show you all the different patterns in your system, right? We have the gold logic processors, or the gold processors. We need a Certus processor, okay, and we need a diamond processor. So let's grab a Certus and a diamond, get those guys working, right? And in the meantime, let's grab some more Certus. I think this time we're gonna do like 8. And redstone. We have redstone on us. And quartz. Let's grab 8. It'll be handy to have some more fluix crystals anyway for making cables, right? So these guys are going to need to be charged. Let's go ahead and charge these up real quick. Okay, and the last one. Are you... Why don't you want to charge, buddy? There we go. And magnets off. Very cool. Go ahead and line these up. It's so weird throwing these into water because your character like wants to pick them up almost immediately. Cool. And I think we're gonna throw probably, let's do like half of them in here just to have the actual dust right? And then, so we need one of each of the cores. Logic processor. Yeah, I think we have pretty much everything else we need. How hard is it to get the blank patterns? We're going to need quartz glass. We have 2. That's enough to get 2 patterns. Okay. Probably should teach it how to make quartz glass. We'll get a crusher and a smelter up there to make the dusts, to make the quartz glass, right? Yeah, we got a lot of auto crafting in our future here. A lot of setting up of systems to actually do the things. But the pattern, I feel like, is a good first step, right? Basically say, hey, system, make me a pattern. And the system says, okay. Okay, boss. How are we doing on these drives? These drives are very much almost full. Actually, not too bad. Not too bad. Okay. So, one of you, right? Boom. And we're going to need one of you. We have to turn these guys into chips. And then I think we're pretty good on that. We have enough to get 2 blank patterns. Okay. So you and you. Very cool. And let's get this guy, right? One of that, and boom. Pattern encoding terminal. Cool. So I think I'm just gonna place him here for now because I don't have an extra cable. And let's see. Yeah, so this is what I'm looking for here. Smithing table patterns, interesting. And stone cutting patterns, cool. All right, so like I said, our first goal with crafting is we want to be able to make patterns, blank patterns, right? We're going to tell it to use regular Certus quartz because we have a whole bunch of that, right? Iron, copper. So basically we have to teach it to make quartz glass, which is fine. So quartz glass will be made like so. Glass, Certus quartz dust, perfect. Awesome. So let's throw these in here. So now our system technically knows how to make, yeah, just like that, right? Now we have to set up a few things to actually get it to be able to do that, right? Let's grab a smelter, right? Where is the energized smelter? So we need some steel casing, yeah, so let's head back over to the main house, right? Because that's where all our machines currently are. And we're going to need to get, we also should get a crusher, right? So crusher probably first, right? We need 2 lava buckets, basic control circuits, which is redstone and osmium, and steel, which is the iron plus carbon, right? Which we have a whole bunch on us. So I think we're going to need 8. And where's my iron? Iron. Ooh, we are low on iron. Wow, I didn't realize we were that low. Uh-oh. Oh, never mind. We got a whole bunch in here. We got a whole bunch. So you start doing the thing. In the meantime, I'm going to go down to my lava. My lava caves. And I'm going to grab a couple buckets of lava. And I'll be right back. All right, guys. So we are back from the caves. I got a ton of lava down there. We should pump it up to the house at some point. I wonder if there's range bonus. Does this pack have ender chests? Right? That's a good question. Ender chest. Ender chest. Let's just type in ender chest. It doesn't look like it. Interesting. Interesting. Direwolf's packs almost always have ender chest in them. Maybe it's just not out for this version. That's definitely a possibility. Okay. So back to what we were doing. We're looking at getting a crusher, right? We're gonna need some more glass. So for these guys, I think we're just gonna put you through my regular furnaces here for right now. Okay, steel dust, almost done. Cool. Let's run you through there. And then basic control circuit is osmium. Osmium plus redstone, right? We might as well just get the 4 because we know we're going to want a smelter over there eventually anyway. I think it might take two redstone per. Let's see. It does. Okay. Redstone. So you go there. Awesome. How are we doing on our glass over here, buddy? Very cool. And steel. Awesome. So let's go ahead and get our crusher. So steel casing and 2 of you. Crusher. All right, cool. So let's go get this guy set up. So like I was saying, I think what I want is over on this side of this room, like over here, to actually be like machines that will be used in processing, right? So let's put you there, right? Are you facing forward? Yeah, you are. Very cool. And let's grab some power cables. Let's get you hooked up to some power. Might as well just go this way, right? Input, outputs. Cool. So now you should have power. Awesome. Okay, so now what we want to do, we're going to need to get more Fluix cables, right? Fluix. Yeah, so let's get... Let's see, we have quartz fiber in the system somewhere. I don't know how much we have, but this might actually be enough to at least get us going. So we'll do like that, right? And then we're going to want another pattern provider. Pattern provider. So we're going to want another one of these guys. What was that? Mega pattern provider. Interesting. Printed accumulation circuits. Sky steel ingot. How do you make sky steel ingot? Submerge that and... Oh, that doesn't seem too bad. Are you guys just like larger? That'd be cool. Advanced pattern provider. I think we're going to stick with the regular ones for right now. So advanced pattern provider. Okay. So we'll put you there. Network booting, device online. Very cool. So now we need one more of the patterns. So at applied, and we'll say pattern, right? Let's see, we're missing the quartz glass, and we're missing the iron, which I forgot to set back into the smelter to keep cooking. But we should have, yeah, a whole bunch in there. So let's get you guys cooking up. And then let's go make our pattern here. So now, assuming that we can keep our system stocked with ingots, right? We should be able to just click a button and say, hey, do the thing. So quartz glass, no, that's not what we want. We want primary processing results. We want this, right? And a crusher, like so. Certus quartz, so 1 Certus quartz equals 1 Certus quartz dust. As a processing pattern, boom. We can throw that in there. Now let's configure this guy, right? To say input output. So it will output up top. We want to auto eject on, right? So now if I come over here and I say, hey, I need some quartz glass, please. This should just do it, right? Let's see. Let's say, or actually, yeah, we might even just be able to request. So you already know how to make that. We might honestly just be able to request a pattern, right? So let's see. Pattern. Let's say, hey, buddy, I want 10 patterns. Do you know how to do that? Missing glowstone. Okay. Okay. Definitely. Okay. We're doing it though. We're doing it. Let's go grab some glowstone. All right. So we got glowstone up here. One cool thing is we actually found a pick with fortune, right? So I don't know if fortune actually works on glowstone. Let's find out. 36, 38. No, so it doesn't look like it works on glowstone. That's fine. That is fine. Cool. All right, awesome. So we're going to head back to the base and see what we can do about getting these patterns. And then we'll probably call the episode there. Flying a little too fast. All right, so throw glowstone in there. So now make me 10 patterns, please. Crafting CPU automatic. Start. Do you know how to, oh, you already have, what were we missing? What, no, I don't want 100. What if I said make me 10 more? Missing glass. Okay. So we already had the quartz glass in there, but it was cool because it made all the patterns anyway, right? Which is awesome. So now our system knows how to make patterns. So anytime that we need patterns, we can just say, hey, make us a pattern. I really do want to try I want to just make sure that this is set up correctly. So let's get this out and let's say, hey, make us, I don't know, make us 10. Make us 10 of this. Go. And it's doing it. Look at that. Hey, we got it. Let's go. Awesome. So auto crafting has been achieved. Super cool. You can get super in depth into this, and we probably will at some point get super in depth into the auto crafting. I don't necessarily know if I want to spend like the next 10 episodes doing all of the auto crafting all of the time, right? I don't know how exciting that would be. We might do auto crafting for like one more episode, because one more thing that I want to be able to auto craft is the actual storage cells, right? I think it's really, really cool that you can just click a button and say, hey, give me more storage, and the system does it for you. So we might set that up, but yeah. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to call it there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, because like I said, we have another subscriber challenge for this week. We're trying to hit 450. I want to hit 500 by the end of the year, right? So I really want to push getting everybody who is not subscribed, right? So if you're watching this video right now, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button. The likes definitely help because they boost us in the algorithm, and more people get to see the videos, which means more subscribers, which means more bonus episodes for you guys. So make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that sub button. And yeah, guys, I will catch you all in the next one. See ya.